Afternoon baseball here on the show. Tonight it's Conquest baseball between the Ironworkers and the Twins. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Jose Barrios is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Minnesota. HR, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, he throws the basic fastball, curveball, changeup, and I've always felt like the fastball, curveball, changeup was the most difficult because it gives you a different angle to look at the ball coming, a different plane on all three of the pitches.
Stepping in, number 7, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Ironworkers, second baseman, number 7.
And our first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball 1, and we're underway in Minneapolis. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And the changeup is way low that time. We'll be in the 80s later this afternoon, but for now 79 degrees at first pitch. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. What do they need to do to get a win on the road here today, Harold?
Well, the key here, Matt, is clearly execute. They got to catch the ball, and if you get an opportunity to hit and run, you got to do that on the offensive side. This is the type of team that has to generate and make their own things happen in order to force mistakes on the other team.
In now is Yasiel Puig. And that misses for ball 1. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Now, Matt, Dave Lawrence is going to remind you a lot of James Kingsley. He comes from that old school of if you hit your spots, he's going to call it. He has a tendency to call one side of the plate a little bit more than the other.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
That's just not a competitive pitch. I mean, that ball wasn't even close. Now the hitter's sitting 2-0.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And here's a ball hit in the air. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
That misses, so the count goes full now to the second batter of the ball game. Count is full. Here's the pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 3-2 one more time. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this will be corralled by Mauer, and that's out number 2.
First baseman number 10, Edwin Encarnacion.
Edwin Encarnacion now. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Into the windup and the pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Dozier will wait on it, and he will put it away to retire the side. So a fairly painless top of the first, and now the Twins will go to work on offense. We've got no score. Kyle Hendricks, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What's your take on him, H?
This guy can really pitch. He's got a number of pitches in his arsenal, but the one I think about is the sinker. He'll use it when he needs to get a ground ball or maybe get out of a jam. Bases loaded, first and second, maybe even a runner on first base. Here comes that sinker to get that ground ball. He's looking to get two if he can.
Here's Byron Buxton now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Low for ball one. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. A changeup that catches the corner for strike one. 1-1. Here it comes. A little bouncer. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step. Hold on here, though. You can see the skipper heading out of the dugout now, so that very close safe call might be challenged.
Here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when I saw it at full speed, and I'll tell you what, it's still not clear to me from that replay. We'll see if they decide to challenge it after they look at it from a few more angles.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The previous play is under video
All right,
review.
so here's one final look at it. Now remember, there has to be indisputable video evidence in order to overturn the call. He was called safe and probably could go either way, but I don't think there's enough right here to change the call.
And we'll get our answer here, as it appears the umpires have made their decision and the headset comes off, and the runner is safe at first as originally called, so they will lose the ability to challenge for the remainder of the game. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. Squared that one up just a little late. From the belt, kicks and deals. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1. Nobody out, runner on first. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Puig racing back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a two-run shot to right center, and the Twins have taken a 2-0 lead.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
Batting third.
Here's Brian Dozier now.
Baseman.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
Matt, this could be a real special inning. They've already hit a home run here, and now the real power is starting to come to the plate. We might be in for a light show.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Chop foul at the plate here, and it's 0-2. Bases are empty here, nobody out. And another foul ball. Here's another 0-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. HR, how do they send their fan base home happy here today?
Key to me is driving in runs. Their runners in scoring position, they've been really struggling. I mean, you don't have to hit home runs, but pick up that runner that's at third base with less than 2 outs. Hit the ground ball and drive him in. Just the little things, and as they continue to add on inning by inning, before you know it, you put together a good game. That's what they got to do.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Miguel Sano is at the plate now, and he takes a called strike. Here's the pitch. Behind a changeup, if you can imagine, for a strike.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. 1 out, nobody on. And he'll just get a piece here. As this is chopped foul at home plate. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 2-2 one more time. Again, he sends it out of play. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
So here's Joe Mauer looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Into the windup and the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Wow, I think he took it for granted there a bit. Probably thought he had it in the bag, and he just lost concentration for a minute. Now his pitcher has to pick him up with 2 outs.
Into the box, Jorge Polanco batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Here's the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Scooped up. On to Encarnacion at first, and that ends the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning courtesy of this 2-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 2-0 Minnesota. Here's Gregory Polanco. He'll lead it off here against Jose Barrios.
Left fielder Gregory Polanco.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. Here it comes, 1-0. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just...
Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
The 1-2 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. Throw to first to be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the Twins.
Number 6.
And I'm looking down there at second base at Brian Dozier. I love how this guy turns the pivot. He'll hang in there with the best of them, and he's got the arm strength to turn the tough one.
Here's Starling Marte. First pitch coming. Here it is. Little dribbler down the line. That's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Batting 6. shortstop, Zach Cozart.
Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First offering on its way. Sent on the ground out to second, and that's through for a hit. So a 2-out knock, and we'll go a little deeper into the top of the second.
Well, this is the sixth hitter he faces. He finally gives up a hit, but man, he's looking sharp today. I think he's going to have a good game.
Valbuena.
Here's Luis Valbuena now, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Line to the right side. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Breaking his heart, Matt. Breaking his heart. We got 2 quick outs. He's thinking he's going to cruise through this thing, and now look at him. Boom, boom. Base hits coming back at you. That's why you have to complete the inning.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
You got to be thinking he's going to throw that changeup eventually. He's got you 0-2, hasn't shown it yet, and you know that's his out pitch.
Here it comes, 0-2. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. And that ends the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On now to the bottom of the second. The Twins are in front, 2-0. Coming to the plate now, Eddie.
Leading off for the Twins, left fielder
Chris Davinsky, a right-handed reliever, standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Chris Davinsky.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Here it comes. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play.
Oh, he's clearly hitting off the fastball right there. You don't hit one that hard if you're not looking for it.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Puig's got a read on it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Time for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the visitors. And I'm looking at the shortstop, Zach Cozart. This guy catches the ball. Overlooked. He's not really flashy, so there's not going to be a lot of fanfare following him, but he makes all the plays for you.
Stepping up to the plate, Chris Jimenez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. chop foul over towards the coaching box. Bases are empty, one man out. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
And that's in there for a called third strike on the split-fingered fastball. 2 away.
Batting ninth.
Eduardo Escobar will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Eduardo Escobar.
Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
Well, that's such a great pitch for the pitcher. It's so hard to lay off a changeup when you're looking for the fastball on the first pitch, and clearly he was looking fastball.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Not cheated on that swing, but the splitters by him 0-2.
You hate facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, and now you go down 0-2. You have no idea what he's going to throw here. The at-bat's almost over.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We've played 2 full. Twins are out in front 2-0. Tyler Duffy takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 56, Tyler Duffy.
Brandon Belt will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. And a foul tip held onto here at strike 1. And he'll start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow. Now the 0-1. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Belt on his way to second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
Now the Twins are going to get a lefty up and throwing in the bullpen. Into the box now, number 7. And he puts it on the ground to second. Scooped up on the backhand. 1 away.
The right fielder, number 66, Yasiel Puig.
Ready for another chance? Yasiel Puig. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. There is Dozier. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Good manufactured run right there. Lead off double, move him over with the ground ball, and just put the ball in play and let him come home. Make scoring runs look easier than it actually is.
Digging in to try it again, Edwin Encarnacion. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. Oh, a fastball just about undressed him there. It's ball 1.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. Kepler's on his horse. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
Pitching and defense game 2-1, the final score this afternoon. The Minnesota Twins win this one despite banging out only 2 hits. Kyle Hendricks lasted only an inning in the losing effort. So that'll just about do it. For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Twins. 2 runs on just 2 hits. No errors. They left 1 man on base. For the visitors, 1 run on 3 hits. 1 error. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 36 minutes. Our paid attendance at Target Field this afternoon, 40,000. A reminder that extra light rail trains of the Hiawatha Line and Central Corridor are available at the Target Field station beyond right field.